I don't know. It's weird. It's easier, I think, when you have a gang sometimes.
Yeah.
Because then you can kind of roll off and you feel like you're performing for each other a little bit. Where when it's two people, there's some, I don't know, the dynamic is so different. And I don't know how to.
Are you saying it's really weird to talk to me?
A little bit. But I think it would be that way for if it was me with one other person of anybody. It's like even if there was a person behind the camera.
If there's a person behind the camera.
That was that I felt like I was showing off for.
That's just a really rude thing to treat our producer like that.
Yeah, that they're not there. The producer that.
The one that we're going to blame every bad thing on. We should probably just make up their name right now.
It's a good bit to have. Yeah. I don't have any good fake names. Maybe Sean.
Sean Works. I can't think of anything better.
Is that his last name? Works?
Sean Works. We got the worst producer in the world.
And his name is Sean Works.
His name is Sean Works. What a stupid name, huh?
I like it. I like Sean Works because that's it's ironic that he has that name because it's the opposite of what he does.
Yeah, because he doesn't work.
He doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do anything.
Sean doesn't work.
Sean's just an idiot sitting there.
Sean's not actually there.
Stop shaking your head at us, Sean.
Now we've already just dived into insanity. Where we're talking to someone who doesn't exist, and we just made up a friend to help us feel better about this.
I mean, I don't know that I thought that it would have gone any other way.
Mm-hmm. This is true. I think it's. I don't want to talk about politics a lot because it's kind of stressful and scary and sad and weird and funny, but not as funny as the rest of it.
Yeah.
But I did see the one thing that's been on my mind is the Department of DOGE.
Yeah.
You've heard of this, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I've heard rumblings of it, yeah.
Uh-huh. And for one, why can Elon Musk not name things different things? Like his son is X. He named Twitter X. He
recycles.
Then there's like Dogecoin. I don't think he didn't. He pushed Dogecoin, but he didn't have anything really to do with the creation of it, right? I don't know. I guess maybe.
I feel like he probably didn't have a lot to do with the creation of a lot of things. He just had the money to throw at people that were really smart.
He came from PayPal, and then he bought out Tesla. But anyways, Doge. So Dogecoin, and then now that's the Department of Government Efficiency, I think. Is that right?
Something
is efficiency an E word?
I think efficiency starts with an E.
And they're talking about giving us stimmies again because somebody tweeted him and said you should give us stimmies for $5,000 or something like that. I don't know. Unless you go to TikTok, they're saying it's $8,000. So it's really it's big news.
It is big news. It feels. Man, you just like set me up here. The first thing that I thought of when I saw it was it feels like a bribe.
A bribe for what though?
Just bribing the American population to say, "Hey, see,
we're good people.
We're good.
You like us now?
Everything's good. We give you money. You like us, regardless of which side of the fence you're on."
I mean, it is weird to think that that's a lot of money because they were talking like every person, but it just seems so early, like it's just so weird and random, and I don't know what ambiguous, or it doesn't seem like anything's happening, but it is tough, because I think money's tight, so people are probably like, oh, if I get that, that'd be good.
I think you'll have a lot of people that would be upset because they don't want to take it because of who's giving it, and because there's a lot of confusion around all of that in general.
But they're gonna spend it either way.
But they'll spend it. I know they'll spend it either way. They'll feel bad about it, but they'll spend it. And in that way, Elon will win, I guess.
I mean he'll
win people over.
We'll all win. That's
That's true. Pay off a credit card.
Did you see when he had his kid X in the White House?
Yeah, wiping boogers on tables.
And he told the president to shush. He says something like, "You're not the president," or something like that.
I mean, it's like we're in the prequel of Idiocracy right now. It feels like. We're very close to thinking that the plants need Gatorade.
And the Costco guys are the "ow my balls" guys.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that movie is weirdly predictive of the future.
Yeah.
Gatorade will soon be what the plants choose because of electrolytes.
Yes.
Anyways, that's exciting.
Yeah. I actually thought the same thing, or thought of the government, and just politics in general, and thinking, I know we don't want to talk about that stuff.
No, we'll never talk about politics.
We'll never talk about it again. But I thought about how it's just it's like the most popular thing right now is politics.
Yeah.
And like, regardless of which side you're on, like, that's all anybody seems to want to talk about.
Yeah.
It's like very fashionable to think about that. And so in some ways, I feel like this is the most fashionable I've ever been in my life.
Because you're talking about politics now?
Because I'm thinking about politics just like everybody else is. So, and I thought of that in the shower this morning, and it was a lot funnier in my head.
That it was fashionable. That was the part where I was supposed to laugh at that. And then I didn't. I'm sorry.
But so anyway, I think Disney and Marvel are probably real upset that they don't have that hold over people the same way. Because I don't think Captain America did very well.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet either.
Do you think about politics in the shower a lot?
No, I was just trying to think about my day, and then I knew I was going to end up here at the end of my day.
And then you're like...
And I was like, what am I even going to talk about? What's this show going to be?
It's going to be about fashionable politics.
Fashionable politics. And I was like, I was real proud of myself. I was like, this is a really good joke. This is I feel like I just wrote a really good joke.
Yeah.
As I'm sitting here talking about it, I don't think it was good.
I still might be like not clearly understanding what the joke was.
Well, just that it's fashionable to be, talking about, concerned about, upset about the government. So I feel like I'm very fashionable.
You're very fashionable because you're talking about it.
Exactly.
I got it.
And then the follow-up punchline, stand-up comedy-wise, is throwing it to Marvel.
And then that was a transition. It was like it was born in a transition factory.
We got our government politics joke out of the way and transition to the next joke. This is why I'm not a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, you don't feel like you have a future in stand-up comedy. Right?
Nope. I dropped something. It wasn't my drink though.
Okay, it was probably a TV remote or something.
I think it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the politics thing is just weird because I don't think people's lives change much, but they like to be fashionable. But I don't know. I mean, some things change, but not like I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Politics are stupid, and we should just not talk about them.
It's probably going to be something that we'll talk about occasionally because
good.
It's part of life in America.
Especially I'm going to talk about what I'm going to spend my stimmy check on.
Yeah. Okay. What are you going to spend your stimmy check on?
No, when I get it. Now it's too soon. I can't do that.
Well, what if you got your check? Yeah. If it direct deposits into your bank tonight, what are you going out tomorrow and spending money on?
I don't have a clue. That's why I was saying I was gonna think about that for next time.
Okay, so that's next time. Okay.
when it's confirmed.
Come back.
When it's confirmed.
Next time.
The stimmies are coming. I don't know what
find out what this guy in the green jacket's going to spend his stimmy on.
I'm wearing green for money because I'm going to be made out of money.
Got all that guacamole.
All that green guacamole. I was thinking this is one thing I was thinking about the other day is I noticed you looked into the camera and it made me think about it. Is all the pictures I see on social media that people take of like rainbows or sunbeams and clouds. Mm-hmm. Do you ever see that? Do you ever or like fireworks when it's the 4th of July?
I was going to say the fireworks is a big one.
And I just wonder, like, why do people do that? Like, why is that? I don't know. I feel like we're losing. It's like you just took a picture of a thing that it looks bad, but they think it looks cool. I don't know why they do that.
You know, it'd be interesting to know how many people wasted actual film on that,
like before digital,
before the digital cameras were out. Because I feel like there's probably people out there that took pictures of it and then they got it back and they're like, that is not at all what I remembered it being, nor is it exciting. But it seemed like something that maybe is like trying to capture that moment.
Yeah. And it never really, it doesn't, because I think when you're in the moment of something like that and it's kind of surreal and it's you're like, maybe it's existential, maybe it's makes you contemplate life or how beautiful nature is, and then you post that, right. and maybe you think that you're transporting a person via social media to that moment, but I don't think it actually happens. I don't think that's working very well. I think the person on the other end is like, that's a rainbow that's like kind of out of focus and
right,
really far away. And
but I think some of it too could be that you have like professional photographers that actually can capture something in a way that will stir your emotions.
I don't see many professional ones posting those.
Yeah, I don't get anything from Janice's post about the rainbow.
Just gonna put Janice on blast.
Well, I mean, I didn't. We already harassed Sean earlier. I figured we'd lay off him for a minute.
Sean works. Anyways,
it's funny too because like concerts. People take pictures at concerts and
or
take video.
Like they'll hold their arms will get tired. They'll be holding the video or their camera up the whole time.
You always think that it's going to be awesome. And like there are some pictures that work, but like any video of a concert that anybody posts, 99% of the time it's just absolute garbage.
Well, and it's like I might do a quick one to be like,
right.
Hey, look at I'm here and you're not.
Right.
Posted it, and then I'm done. But I will watch people. They'll do like vertical. They'll hold it. They'll hold it up and like do the whole song or the whole concert. And then I just wonder, what are you gonna do with that later? Are you gonna watch that? Or are you gonna put on the TV and watch it with the bad sound? And
I've got some, and I've not gone back and like listen to them.
Yeah. I was like, remember when we were at this, and now I've got it. You've documented it.
Because, like, the sound usually is off. Like, there's occasionally the perfect video that you'll see online, and you're like, oh, that's cool. That was neat to catch that. But most of the time, it's like some person horribly screaming the song in the background, and that's almost all you hear. And if you don't hear that, it's usually just so loud or muffled based on where they're standing that it's just
but they've got it, so I guess there's something in our lizard brains that tell us it's good.
Yeah.
We saved this memory forever. No one can take it from us. Well, we paid way too much money to Ticketmaster, and now we've captured it in a phone.
It's in this little brick that sits in my pocket at all times. Now I'm curious. Okay. So I don't take pictures of fireworks or anything. I think I probably used to when I was younger.
You should start doing that.
And I'm pretty sure that I got a video this year for whatever reason. I randomly decided to take this video. Maybe I didn't.
Of what?
My niece was playing with a sparkler.
Mm-hmm. That's where it starts. On the 4th of July. That's where it starts.
She's playing with a sparkler. And I don't know, she had some crazy look in her eyes, and she just was like waving it like crazy. And she swings it, and the end of it goes flying off of the stick, lands like smack dab in the middle of this camping chair that my brother had been sitting in just a few moments before. Would have been right in his nuggets. And starts a fight, like burns a little hole through the seat, and everybody's just like, "What just happened?" And I thought I had it, but I looking through on a quick glance through, I don't see anything. So maybe I just imagined that I'd caught it on
That's
video.
too bad. See, that's a special moment, though. That's something.
Yeah, like
That's something you'd want to cherish.
and sometimes I wonder if people just will take the video because they're like, man, if anything happens here, I want to make sure I caught it. You know, like Terry not backing up fast enough and getting his wheelchair exploded.
You could have made the next meme.
Exactly.
It could have blown up.
Content. That's what everybody's looking to make.
Yeah, that's just. Yeah, your brother could have said something funny.
Yeah.
I don't. What did you say? Nuggets.
Yeah,
like
nuggets.
My nuggets are burning.
My nuggets are burning.
and then that would have gone everywhere. It would have been viral. And then you would have just you
running away looking for water. My niece burned my nuggets.
And then eventually you would just be an old person with your iPad filming fireworks at a 4th of July celebration.
Yes. Just in hopes that someone else will get hilariously burnt.
Yeah. I know we like to talk about politics, and I saw one of the executive.
That's pretty much what this podcast is.
It's a
about,
politics
right?
podcast. I saw there was an executive order to bring back plastic straws.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I didn't think they went anywhere. I must be like more of because I know I've been to like the East Coast, West Coast, and you'll run into coffee shops where they don't like even Starbucks that doesn't have plastic straws. Yeah. But really, the Midwest, I don't think we care about dolphins.
Yeah.
They don't really affect that. There are no dolphins here.
Maybe it is more of a problem having the non-plastic ones elsewhere, but here in the Midwest, it feels like it's almost that's a weird place that has those.
Yeah. I just haven't. Every once in a while, you'll go to like a kind of a hipster coffee shop or something, and they'll have paper straws.
Yeah. But it always feels like it's a shock.
Yeah.
When you get them here.
So it must have been a scourge on the rest of the country.
Yeah.
They've just been struggling through these paper straws.
And it's funny too, because like I feel like they've gotten the places that I've run into them the last few years. They've gotten better. Like they've got a wax that they put around them that they last longer.
Yeah.
Where was maybe it was is it Chardburger or something?
But even Starbucks, I feel like they've started to use like a more recyclable plastic or something because it feels different. It has like a textured feel to the anyways, it doesn't matter.
I was gonna say they don't use straws anymore, do they? They've got just like just the lid.
Straws.
Do they still have straws?
Yeah, okay. If you ask.
Maybe everywhere that I've gone or everything that I've gotten at Starbucks has been the
like
little
a grown-up sippy cup.
Yeah,
those are nice, but then if you ask for a straw, then you can put it in there.
You can put it in there.
That big hole. That it's just weird to me that there would be an executive order for straws in general. That just feels like something that you do for people.
Yeah.
To placate or just to get people excited and
feels like there's a lot of
straws.
that kind of stuff that's happening too. Let's get everybody excited.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Get everybody wound up one way or another.
It's good. That is exciting though.
Yeah.
Straws are fun. Anyways, I don't know. I just think about straws. That's the other thing I was thinking about is this video. Do you watch? I mean, are you on Reels a lot or or TikTok or Shorts?
Yeah, here and there.
There was one I saw on YouTube Shorts, and it was these guys driving around. It looked like LA or something like that, and they saw this lady who had three babies in car seats. And she obviously it's impossible to carry 3 car seats.
Yeah.
So she.
Well, first of all, with God, all things are possible.
Okay, thank you. That was our religious moment. That's inspiration for people.
Every time I hear impossible, I'm just gonna go to one of the old standbys. I think It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay, I just thought you were just so evangelical coded that you had to. There's. You didn't have a choice. Like you would burn in hell for eternity if you hadn't pointed that out at that moment.
I really didn't want to say that, but it just came out.
People might have been watching, and I could have said impossible. I could have led them down a path of hell.
It's true,
and you would have been responsible. For their demise and their
it wouldn't have been on
damnation.
you. It wouldn't have been on you leading them. It would have been on me not stopping it.
Because you had the knowledge that things are possible.
I had the reaction ability.
So you had to hold them accountable.
Yes.
Hold all of us accountable.
Yes.
Okay. So anyways, it's not humanly possible to carry 3 car seats. I mean, you could put one under your arm or something.
Shaq might be able to.
Yeah, Shaq can do a lot though, especially with Papa John's. I hear he's a Papa John's guy now.
Yeah.
Maybe Shaq's fun. But anyways, this lady's carrying 3 car seats, but 2 at a time. So she takes 2 and she gets the 2 across the crosswalk, and then she runs back across the street, gets the 3rd one, carries that back, and then she just keeps going a block at a time, alternating. I was gonna say,
it feels like it would be very. When you said 2 at a time, I was thinking she took 2 of them into the middle, and then she came back with one of them, picked up another one. So
not
she had
in
2.
the street, but yeah. So she could, and these guys are watching it and filming in their car and commenting on it. Oh, look at this poor lady. She looks distressed, and oh, she looks like something bad's happening, or she's trying to run, and it's weird. It feels like they're setting something up, and so you see her, and she's just the whole time, and they're following her, and she keeps going back and forth, trying to carry all these, and they finally pull up to her and start asking her, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And then she says something about getting away from her husband, and she's distraught, and they're like, "Well, do you need a ride?" And it was the weirdest thing, because the whole time the car seats have blankets over them. Mm-hmm. So I'm 100% positive there were no babies in those car seats, that this was performative philanthropy for the internet, where this was all just set up. There's no way on earth that this could have been a real scenario, because just none of it added up. Yet when you go to the comments, it's horrifying, because all the people in the world were so concerned about those imaginary babies that are not in that car seat. And
okay, so did they actually?
They never show the babies.
Okay.
And so it's just the further they went without showing the babies, I was this is not real.
This isn't real.
This is this is something. I mean, especially the weird way she was going back and forth for the 3rd car seat every time. It's just, social media is such a weird thing now, where I guess that's how you could get famous. You could just have someone just carry car seats around and film it. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was waiting for there to be
a point to that story.
No, just some weird reveal when they showed what was in the baby, or in the car seats, or they get up to it.
Yeah.
And it's hams. Just a bunch of hams, or
just hams in the car seat. Just rum hams.
Rum hams, yes. Or just a bunch of cash or something like that. And it's thank you for taking care of me. Here, take a car seat full of cash.
Yeah. 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 The lady was actually Mr. Beast in disguise.
Yeah. And then, it was all a ruse to see who would help her.
Oh yeah. What was that show? What was that show on syndication, or just network TV, where they would see how people would react to stuff? They would set up something to where someone looked like they were
camera,
kind of, but there was a show that was just about helping to see if see how much of a scumbag people were.
Did they call it Good Samaritan or something like that?
I don't know. I don't think it was quite that, but it was probably close to it. Helpful people on the street. I don't think that's what it was called.
Helpful people on the street. Was it hosted by Billy Eichner?
No. That would be a completely different show.
No, but that would be hilarious. Him being sincere about helping people, but still yelling at people the same way that he does.
Please give me your children. Let me give you
Take some money because you helped me.
Yeah, I know. That would be his thing only works because he's mean. I don't know. It would be weird if he was just really nice and yelling.
I would still find it hilarious.
It would be funny. It would be funny.
It wouldn't make any sense, but I would laugh.
Yeah, I would. Maybe it would be better for some people. Yeah. Anyways, you were talking about Shaq earlier.
Yeah.
Was there any reason you were talking about Shaq?
No, I was just thinking if you were someone that was going to be able to carry three car seats, you've probably got some really long arms,
baby carriers.
Yeah, and a lot of strength. Shaq seemed like at least in the day,
But now he's just in everything. He's hanging out with the general.
Yeah,
He's Papa John now. I think he's
working.
the new Papa John.
Is he officially? Okay.
I don't think
I know
so,
he owns like a bunch of them.
Oh,
but
does he?
I think he owns a bunch of them, but I think Peyton Manning does too. Just
sports
opportunities.
Guys.
Let's buy into these. Papa John found himself in prison, so they needed new leadership.
He's in prison?
Didn't he end up going to prison?
I thought he just said the N-word and now he just eats
maybe
pizza.
He just got fired.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was.
I mean, I don't think you can go I don't think you can go to prison for saying the N-word yet. But,
no.
And it looks like we're getting further from that right now.
Yeah.
that's
Kanye would probably be in prison if just saying a word got you there.
Well, yeah. I saw someone was filing a lawsuit or something for, I don't know who or how that works, but for all of his anti-Semitic Twitter X raging.
It's not surprising.
I mean, that guy, he sold a bunch of swastika t-shirts they're in the Super Bowl supposedly.
Yeah.
Or didn't, I don't know, around the Super Bowl. I'm still confused because I didn't see that commercial.
I didn't either.
Everybody keeps saying there was a commercial of him sitting. It was just like I know he did that one other year where he just like shot an iPhone thing and said, I spent all my money on this ad. And
I think I saw something saying that it had maybe aired just in parts of California or something in the pregame show, like right before the game started.
So it was maybe like a local ad.
But it might have been, it might have just been a local ad that he didn't actually spend,
And I keep hearing like
or more
mixed reports about whether he actually was able to sell anything on there or not. But then he's just, I don't know, he'll disappear. Like he went to Japan and we just didn't hear about him forever. And I thought, well, maybe he's just got so canceled that we're done with Kanye. Maybe for a long time, but then he starts working on a new album and he just starts showing up in media. He brings his wife to the Grammys to reveal her pantyhose.
Now ex-wife.
Is that real? Like
I don't know. They keep saying that they're separating, but I mean I don't know if they're actually even like legally married. Like I've seen that report too that they don't.
And it's just weird, like what that was like. People trying to guess what that relationship dynamic is. Like, did she choose to wear something that was the equivalent of pantyhose stretched over her body and nothing else, or was that something you show up on the red carpet looking like your boobs are ready to rob the 7-Eleven. It's just like, what's going on? It is
it's not like she's the celebrity that's doing it. Like if like someone like Lady Gaga showed up dressed like that, you're like, okay, that's her making some kind of a statement or whatever. The wife that no one really knows or cares about standing next to Kanye West, it's like, was that actually like just Kanye's idea? And you're forced to go along with it because of the power dynamic in that couple, or was this, I heard, like you said, like you're actually her idea?
Someone was trying to say that that's like a kink in their relationship or something, like they're sadomasochists or something like that, and that's like part of their role playing or something, like public. Like he didn't want her to do it, but she wanted to do it because she. And I'm just like, I don't even know. It's just weird, and I feel like you would go, like anyone else would go to jail for showing up naked at a public event.
Right?
Like maybe I don't. But, well, maybe that's why.
Doesn't that usually get you put on like a list or something?
Well, I don't know. But now I'm just thinking, like, what if Shaq showed up somewhere like that? Because we were talking about Shaq. I just want to see Shaq wearing.
You want to see that?
I don't. I don't mean I want to see it, but I guess I want people to talk about it after they see it.
You don't want to see it, but you just want to talk about it.
Now I'm conflicted. I don't know how to answer this question. I feel like I'm on the hot seat.
Been put in a corner. A corner that you painted, by the way.
I put myself in that because I was imagining Shaq wearing nothing but pantyhose. I don't think he's got the same physique he did,
No, probably not.
Back in his prime. It's a little different.
Probably not. Should we just should we tweet at him? Just be like, hey, Shaq, have you ever thought about showing up somewhere?
What's her name again?
Bianca something?
Sensory. She doesn't like to censor anything, so it's a weird name. Yeah. Shaq, you should try this outfit.
Next year at the All-Star game, do it.
Yeah, that'll be
the end of him probably doing any broadcasting.
Yeah,
with the NBA.
I think he's got too good of a gig to blow that up.
Probably.
It's weird with Kanye because he was pretty much like, I'm a billionaire again, and now I'm gonna blow everything up.
I also don't understand. There wasn't, and maybe I missed it because he tweeted nonstop for 24 hours.
Yeah.
What was it that made him a billionaire again suddenly? It seemed like he was saying that his tweeting made him a billionaire. I tweeted a bunch of stuff, and now I'm a billionaire again.
That's how it works, I think, now.
It hasn't worked for me, and I've been on that platform for 15 years.
You just really you haven't tweeted enough stuff. You got to find your sweet spot, though. I guess.
I gotta tweet a bunch of nasty stuff and
whatever your sweet
nasty
spot.
words.
I'm not saying that's your sweet spot. I'm just saying
that's true.
Maybe
I don't have a sweet spot.
Think about the Costco guys. I think about the Costco.
Who are the Costco guys? I don't know who they are.
This is a really interesting thing that you don't know who the Costco guys are.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. Maybe I do, and I just don't know that.
It's the double chunk chocolate cookie. That guy, you don't know him, and they rate things in booms.
No,
Kyle, Are you? I thought you were more chronically online that you would know this. This is like an intervention.
Maybe I just don't have the right feeds.
It's like Big AJ and Big Justice and AJ, and then the Rizzler. And then
the
Rizzler's
the Rizzler's a kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm familiar with the Rizzler.
How do you know the Rizzler and not the Costco guys?
I don't know. Are they not a team?
No. Okay, so they kind of work together. The Costco guys, though, they rate things on a boom scale. So they go to Costco, they eat the double chunk chocolate cookie, which is even more stupid because if you look at the menu, it's the double chocolate chunk chocolate chunk cookie, and he calls it the double chunk chocolate cookie, and he's like, it's a double chocolate cookie, and then he eats it, and he's like, that's 5 booms, and then they go boom, 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 boom. Boom,
and they've gained notoriety.
They're huge, and they were on Jimmy Fallon, and Jimmy seems so annoyed with them because of why they have fame, and they're on social media just they're even on live streams, and people will be like kids or something will be in there putting in the comments on the live stream like my grandma died, and they're like, oh, that's so sad, I'm sorry, let's give your grandma 5 booms,
let's give grandma booms,
boom. And I'm just like, what? They just boomed the grandmas. That was like in honor of her passing,
man.
Anyways, you can look at it later.
I'll have to
look up the Costco guys.
The Costco.
That's why I was saying they were like the ow my balls guy because it's just so stupid, like from Idiocracy. Like they're the equivalent of that.
Booms.
They're just like out there doing the dumbest thing. They have like dumb catchphrases and people love it.
So do they just review stuff from Costco, or do they review other things?
I mean, they're going around reviewing a lot of things now, but it was like mostly like chicken bakes and stuff. But no.
Give this chicken bake 4 booms out of 5. It was better last week.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've seen them reviewing all kinds of things now. So yeah. Anyways, I mean that's like how I choose what I'm gonna eat now.
Yeah, like, how many booms?
Where does it rank on the boom scale?
Oh man!
Or I go to funerals and then could you
go to funerals and give grandma booms?
Could you say some kind words about my husband who passed? I'll be like, yes. Gary gets 5 booms. Boom. Boom. Just graveside. Boom.
Oh man. Now I just the sicko in me wants to see that video of just them giving people graveside booms.
Graveside booms. This service gets 5 booms. Yeah, I like that idea.
I mean, how many services would they give one boom? You know, like
yeah. This one was too sad, or nobody showed up.
Nobody showed up
funeral.
for it.
This gets 1 boom.
Everything said about this guy was a lie. 1 boom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just I think it's like the way people get famous now versus the way people used to get famous.
Right.
You know, it's like, I don't know. You just go. You had to get a movie or a TV show or release a whole album. You couldn't just be like throwing songs out randomly.
It's interesting too because it's like all of that stuff. It used to be a select few that held all of the power and the means through which to get it out to the masses. Now you've got people that like the masses are deciding. It's not that we're just being told that, you know, this person's a star and we just accept it because they are. They're in the biggest movie that sold this summer.
It's just because they got so many likes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And now
one lady can drunkenly say something about her adult experiences in life with men, and
I don't know. I feel like you're referencing something, and I'm not sure if I know what you're referencing.
You're not okay. You know, Miss Hawktua.
Oh,
you know,
Hawktua.
She can get famous for that and have her 15 minutes or whatever. And you used to have to be like really, really bad at American Idol to get that kind of
notoriety. Yeah. And then she has a Talk to a podcast, and then she had some sort of crypto scheme or something like that too. I think she was like, people were saying legal action was going to be taken on her.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't following that close.
I mean, realistically, it's probably somebody else that approached her and was like, "Hey, let's make a coin for you."
Yeah.
And then hoping that she'll take the fall.
Crypto's weird. You got a lot of money in crypto, Kyle?
No, I've only ever invested $5 in crypto.
In Bitcoin
it was Bitcoin. Free $5 that I got from
there?
cash.
Did you just leave it there forever?
Yeah. It was like 17, 18.
I'm so curious how much it's worth now.
Like the last time that we did something, did a podcast.
Yeah, how much is this worth now?
I sold most of it last January, I think. I sold $25 worth of it and left $5 in there.
Okay.
So it was like
you turned 5 into 30.
I turned 5 into 30, yeah.
That's pretty good.
And I think it's like $10 now. I should check. Live look at I'm up to 14 right now.
Your 5 turned into 14?
Yeah.
Dang.
So
yeah, like
$40 that I've potentially made total now.
You're gonna be rich.
I am
now that Trump's president. I heard crypto's gonna blow up now.
I'm gonna be so rich off of that $5.
We're gonna get that Doge refund, and then we're gonna invest it all into Doge coin, and then we'll be set for life.
And then we're gonna change the name of the country to the Doge.
Yeah, like we changed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
Yeah, presented by Hims. I mean, why would we not put some kind of advertising on there, right? Like, if we're gonna actually do that, like,
presented by Hims. I was like, where are you going? Are we like making an acronym for the Gulf of Cuba, USA, and Mexico?
No, it's just like I'm like, if we're gonna like, why stop there? We name all of our sports, sports stadiums after something. So it's like Skyrizzi's. Gulf of America, presented by Hims.
That's a fun one. That's like for people with Crohn's disease.
Is that I can't remember.
Or
that it's got a catchy beat on the commercials,
and people are always doing happy. Those are always horrifying though, because then like the small print where they're like, may cause internal bleeding.
If you're bleeding out of your eyeballs.
Prolapsed anus possible. It's like, what?
Then you got to go see a proctologist. You know?
Hellspawn demons may evacuate through your nostrils. Like, it's just weird. Like,
I don't think there's anyone to go see for that.
Yeah, no. Just the list of things, like the side effects on that stuff are horrifying. I don't know if anyone would actually take the meds if they knew the side effects. Speaking of meds, something was going around about RFK sending people to the farms. Did you hear that?
Which farms?
There's like an idea that he had for people who were on antidepressants, that he thought that people shouldn't be on antidepressants, that they should work on a farm for a little while, and that would cure their depression or something like that. I didn't hear the whole story. I am like cherry picking headlines right now.
Well, that's the best way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm just being like the rest of the country.
Is that anything like when we send our dogs to the farms?
I don't think. I know. It's like, is this like a concentration camp thing? This is messed up. What are you saying? To depress people to a camp?
We're just putting down depressed people now as the same way that we put down our dogs.
I was like,
send them to the farm.
There's probably majority of Americans are probably clinically depressed, and some of them are either on drugs or not. But still, like, what are you talking about? This farm that you're sending people to? Anyways, he's got some fun ideas. You know, Mr. RFK.
Well, I'm the RFK. Well, I'm going to send you to your farm. If you got depression, you can go to the farm.
You think
I'm working on my impression.
That was pretty good.
I gotta get a little lower in the register.
Yeah, I think it was a little more goblin-y. But
I am sorry. He is kind of a goblin.
He is kind of a goblin.
Yeah.
That was getting there. You were closer there.
I got to admit, I kind of liked him when he first came on the scene. He had some fun ideas, I thought, and then he started being like,
the vaccines are causing autism in our children.
And then I was like, oh, okay.
And then he started threatening Diet Coke.
That was really what got me.
Yeah.
I think the first thing on the chopping block was corn syrup, which I was like, that's fine. Get rid of corn syrup.
I don't drink that one.
I don't drink that one, but also most people I know would be like, I'd rather have real sugar in my Coke anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think.
I think. You know what, though? It's hard to tell. Because if that's all that you get, like... Yeah.
Who knows?
I feel like, and obviously this is a terrible example because Pepsi just is not that great anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I really didn't know if I liked the cane sugar Pepsi when they did that.
Oh yeah.
Or the Mountain Dew better than the
it's gonna
regular.
It's gonna be tough if you don't drink it though to compare. Like if you don't regularly drink a Pepsi.
The Mountain Dew one was like, I kind of like it for a quarter of it, and then I'm over it. And
you were like, "Give me the corn syrup." I want
probably give me the corn because you're just used to it, right? Like,
yeah, I get it. Some people like corn syrup. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the zeros now, so
well, that's good. It's
yeah. I'm closer to your side probably than the regular.
I've heard that the aspartame is like is just a chemical compound found in our bodies already, so it's not really that bad for you. I think you'd have to drink like 36 cans of Diet Coke a day for it to probably catch up to you.
So we gotta up that intake and do some testing and see.
Yeah, right? I'll see. I'm not quite there yet. I'm got a ways to go.
You working on it?
Yeah, I'm building up my tolerance.
Building up the tolerance.
I'll be embalmed at that point. I won't have I'll die when I die. They won't have to do anything. They'll just be like, oh, he's preserved by aspartame.
He pickled himself pretty good.
Yeah, we got that. I'll be like, I was trying to save my family money. They didn't have to pay for the embalming. They just put me in a giant.
Just cost a lot of Diet Coke.
Yeah, but my coffin will be brought to you by Diet Coke. Just imagine an all aluminum coffin with the Diet Coke logo airbrushed.
Actually,
cool.
That would be pretty dope.
And this would be like, I'll just yell that out to my wife in the other room.
Yeah.
Honey, write that down. Put that in the will. I'd require. Actually, what I would be fine would be if it'd be cheaper. You could like cremate me and just put me in a can.
Put you in a can. I was just about to. Same wavelength. I was just about to say that.
Just put me in the can. There's on the mantle. That's Dad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I'd fit in a can. Maybe need a 2-liter.
You could get something that you could even get something that would be like, you just find something on Etsy.
Yeah.
They can somebody probably makes something.
A Diet Coke urn.
Yeah.
That's fun. All right, cool. Well, I think we should record something for Patreon people wherever they are out on the internet if they're there.
Okay.
So if
you ready for it?
Yeah.
I want to circle around to proctologists.
Okay. I think we should talk about proctologists for our Patreon listeners. Or do you want to tell these people now?
I mean, We can talk. We can talk.
What
to
do
the
you got? You
Patreon
go
folks.
if you want. We could give it to them, or we could hold on.
I mean,
to
I
it.
feel like that's a pretty good tease.
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
think it is too. So if they're interested, jump over there and subscribe, and you'll get this proctology talk.
All of my highest quality content.
Yeah.
Behind
So
the
we're gonna talk
paywall.
about proctology, and then I think I got a pretty good Bill Cosby joke. I want to talk.
No.
It's the football.